This is a sleepy secret. The Defcon levels of perversion. Buckle your motherfucking seatbelt. Beep.
You're talking about fatties?
Alright, so let's get the fuck here. Let's get out of Depression C and fucking the plague lands, and let's get back into the funny stuff, the giggles, as I said. We're back in the giggle pit. We're ready to laugh and chuckle and huckle.
Get ready.
What do you think about perverts?
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 Yeah.
What kind of perverts?
I feel like
guys who obviously jerk up in the bushes.
What? Yeah, like what kind of? What
guys who
now, let me tell you something.
Or guys who run up and become violent in the
like fat, disgusting, like slobs.
What do you?
There's also like
what about
perverts?
What about a handsome pervert?
A handsome
pervert?
Like, here's what I believe.
Ted Bundy.
Here's what I believe. Here's what I believe, and this is my personal and I think everyone kind of fits in this category. I feel like everyone is a pervert. It's just some people are more vocal about their perversion.
But what if you were walking down the street and you saw a dashing, well-dressed, handsome dude, and he's staring at a little girl in a really creepy way? What would you think?
And you walk over, you're
like, hey buddy, what are you doing?
You're like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm just thinking about fucking this kid up the ass.
Here's the thing.
Perving out?
Perverts have it's like a race. Like we all kind of like.
A race of perverts.
Yeah,
they should be able to have their own rights.
When you see a pervert, he emits this like special color. It's like it's like
some perverts radiate their horniness. In public.
There's certain there's levels of perversion. So maybe he might be a green. He's exploring. Green is kind of like that Etso zone where he's like, maybe I want to stick my finger in her pussy and twist it around a little bit.
What's that?
Is this like the Defcon levels of perversion?
I've never heard of this.
Eventually, they start getting into some crazy shit.
Wait.
Is this official? Is this like in a textbook?
All right.
They want to see. They want someone to mutilate someone's balls and to smell the inside.
Let's say all right. Go from nuclear war, DEFCON 5 to 1. You're saying DEFCON 5 is already
You're saying DEFCON 5 is fingering a kid and twisting it. That's what you're saying.
That is not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm saying.
You said green. You said.
All right. I am talking about the level of perversion.
Is green the highest or the lowest? Green is the highest or the lowest?
No, green. White. You're white. You're pure.
That's DEFCON 1.
You're learning. Shut your freaking gourd. You're learning. You're learning something new. You're like,
all right, I'm listening.
What's this?
I'm listening.
What's this?
The DEFCON levels of pervertedness.
I'm a young boy. I have never touched my penis. What is this thing called sex? You open up the internet, you go online, you find something called porn.
Yeah.
Anal. Filthy fucking anal. And then you're like, I like this. You just fucking bounced up to level 6. You skipped 6 fucking colors.
This is not
white,
even
pink, yellow, green, blue.
I mean, Corey,
You're fucking at red now.
There's a clear difference between being a pervert who wants to finger kids up the ass and little 10-year-olds who find anal porn. I think
can't like a kid looking up sex on the internet is not that's not perverted.
It's human nature.
I'm joking. I was making.
I know, but.
What's DEFCON 1, Corey?
Yeah, what is
DEFCON 1 perversion?
What is the worst perversion?
That's like nuclear war imminent.
Yeah.
What's the perversion?
What is the parent is going to shoot you for doing this to their kid? Go. What is it?
Shoot you? Probably fucking them. I mean.
Yeah, I guess.
So Corey, that
was very anticlimactic.
Let's say you're walking to Wawa or any kind of place. You see a handsome guy with a nice, how's it going?
Yeah.
He's looking at this little girl's ass. She's like, yeah, she's laughing or whatever. What the hell? You walk up to him. You tap this guy on the shoulder. You say, sir, what are you doing? He looks at you and goes, oh, well, I'm just thinking about fucking this little girl up the ass.
And then you say,
what do you say to him?
I say, what DEFCON level of perversion are you at currently, sir?
1. Better back up, guy.
I open up his back door. I see all these different colors radiating.
What about? Let me bring this up. Let's take on a sort of.
No, I open his circuit board on the back because all perverts have circuit boards. I open it up. I see different colors fluctuating. He's losing it. He's clearly on drugs. This
is like data from Star Trek. I don't even know what's happening here. Let's talk about. Have you guys ever heard of the term a perv switch?
A perv switch.
I've actually never heard of that.
It's kind of all right. The basic premise is a guy. He's acting normal. He's in control, and then something happens. Like for example,
it triggers him.
I heard this story on the radio. But let's say you're a dentist, and you knock There's been stories like this. So a dentist, he knocks out an attractive girl. He's doing her death. He's doing her even an adult. Okay. And knocks her out under gas, is doing her fillings, and then he just starts going copping a feel. like his perp switch goes off. He's just like, I can't stop myself.
Well, I guess that's why you would go into a profession. Like, you'd be a gynecologist so you could work on all
I don't think anybody should have the power to fucking knock somebody else out and have complete soul control.
Because here's the thing, my dad...
Well, that's what...
My dad was into really, like, I'm pretty sure he had perversion in his, like, data boards. Because he was fairly perverted. He would tell me stories where he pretty much, like... The profession he does, where he works on a lot of people. I'll say it in that sense, where he works on a lot of people. You can figure out the rest. But
okay.
I think.
Actually, no, I don't want to talk about
sounding vague like that might be worse than
creepier. Actually,
all right.
I'll just say
people. He works on people. He could be a hitman. He could be a dentist.
All right. So what were we talking about?
Is it in the medical field?
Oh, we're
talking about like gynecologists. Like a lot of people, like who like do professions. Like some people. I guarantee you also kind of gain different like levels of perversion from doing what you enjoy. Like if you like work on like if you do massages and you're really into like touching feet and stuff, you may like massage feet, and it has like all these different like all these like different perks working in a massage booth. You can rub someone's ass, you can rub their feet. And
so I think if you're like a male masseuse, you're always just waiting for that hot girl to come in to kind of like you're gonna pretend you're being professional, but
and I think like that's why I really do think that a lot of people are perverted. They're just a lot more people are more. Some people are more vocal than others.
Don't you think though if you go to a foot massager, they start like covering their pants, and they probably get fired pretty fast. I feel like a lot of these if you're a crazy pervert in one of these professions, you get fired pretty fast.
I guess you need to be subtle about it if you really want to be professional about it.
Like the dentist who grabbed the lady's tits. I thought you were gonna say he came in her mouth or something, but
the base of the premise is you kind of lose your control and self-decency, and
once you realize this person's vulnerable.
Yeah, you think you can get away with it or something.
Okay, it probably is that though. It's like, I can do this, I'm totally fine.
I guess, you need like certain levels of perversion.
Or it's like maybe you're on like a subway or something and you decide to grab a girl or something like that. Like,
there's also...
Just like you can't control yourself. I have to.
There's levels, in a sense too, where there's levels of online perversion and offline perversion. Online is like fantasy. Like there's... That fucking barrier is broken down from the start. Because like you can do a lot when it comes to like art and fantasy. But when it's like real life, you're kind of limited because a lot of things are illegal if you're really into like fucked up things. You can't do that. But if you wanted to see a fucking art piece of someone getting their arm ripped off, you could.
Yeah, no, I don't think of anything,
No, I mean like... The levels of... It's hard to explain. Like, the levels of perversion,
Is fucking kids illegal?
Alright, yes.
Okay, maybe that's... I can control for that.
That is illegal.
I think that...
Alright, but like, perversion online, like, fantasy and stuff, like, there's people who are into guro and stuff. I don't really like...
What?
Guro is like mutilation, like, gore, blood.
Ew.
Guro. Like,
never heard of
gore shit.
So it's like...
Cutting a penis off or something?
Yeah, it's like that. It's like... art of that.
I never got that. You see these videos of like the guy.
But there's people like because I do like art, like I do perverted art and stuff, and people ask me like I've gotten some requests of like fucking like ball mutilation. I'm like I don't do guro.
I don't like that stuff at all.
So it's like there's different levels when it comes to online, but when it comes to real life, you're limited to what the law allows, and that's fine because it keeps the fucking weirdos off the street so they can't just go around.
Well, here's what it does: it keeps them pent up and going insane in their own brain.
Thank God we live in a civilized society with rules.
Because then you would see like naked guys running around trying to stick their fucking dicks in your ears.
Oh my God!
Pee in your butts.
What is the most fucked up thing somebody's requested you draw?
Someone requested I do. I really don't like the Lion King art style as porn.
You'll draw big, gaping, shit-filled assholes, but you won't draw Simba.
Furry, like Lion King furry art.
Yeah, I do not like Lion King. I think the characters in Lion King, I just don't like how they look. And whenever I see someone make a fucking OC fan character with a Lion King, it's weird. And this guy asked me to do a horse fucking his cub lion
like
character.
A zebra?
Like
an African
horse.
But that horse.
What would a horse be doing in Africa?
A big black horse using his giant horse dick to fuck a cub.
You should have said
lion.
a zebra.
It could have been at least a zebra. At least that would have been the decent thing to do.
See, you asked me what I want to do, and I'm
just saying logically, if you're in Africa,
The horse has to buy a plane ticket, get all the way to Africa just to do all this. It's got to do so much stuff.
Yeah, some stallion from the Midwest has to go all the way to Africa to do something terrible.
What the fuck are you guys talking about? Flying?
I'm saying Lion King, lion animals in the Lion King.
Listen, the Lion King, they don't have a place over in fucking Africa. They don't have a stone hut that fucking horses can fly over and fuck them in.
That's what we're saying.
This doesn't exist. Madagascar? Madagascar doesn't exist.
I'm saying Lion King takes place in Africa, where there are like lions and zebras and giraffes.
Oh, you mean the theme?
Hippos.
You mean the theme?
And it's severe
I'm saying geographically, animals fucking each other. You know what?
I get what you're saying now. I
think we should just
stop
this right
now. You mean
now.
like a zebra, because that's in Africa.
Because it's a horse.
A zebra
it's like
would
a horse.
be convenient.
Closest thing to a horse.
No, he wanted a stallion, a black stallion.
Right. Well, that's the part that's offensive to me.
Yes.
You can't even stick within the rules.
At least keep it consistent.
Yeah.
Don't have a kangaroo get fucked by a panda. Come on.
Yeah.
Have some decency.
Okay, well that's.
Come on.
That's where I draw the line.
Fair enough. All right, let's. What else do we got?
What kind of fucking topic was that?
This has been Sleepy Secrets. Sayonara, my nigga.